matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Crimson Tide and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, this is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go, and he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Reese?
Okay, Holly. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Levin. Out wide left, it's Wilson.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Just feeds the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Delayed handoff. It's Durham. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Handoff to the single back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on...
Lots of room to run. He's at the tip. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off erases some angles and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Moving past the 25. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And when you can finish like that on the ground, why bother throwing an 88-yard run for the touchdown? Fielded in the end zone, it's Jenkins. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. Oh, pressure's coming. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in...
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown LSU! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. Snagged it, and there's running room.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Left side is Edwards. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They give it to him again. Here's a little room there. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Quarterback keeps it. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air, it's Levitt. The sure hands, it's Green. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And to have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Quick give. It's Berry. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. Turning it on. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. Sets his feet. It's Clevin. Turns it upfield. And he's stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to to the 6.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around and
Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down at the 14-yard line, and no matter what happens on this drive, just getting out of jail in your own end is a win. Gonna run it. It's Hill. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Trying to squeak through the pile. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Austin Mack. Look out. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Makes the grab over the middle. Makes the grab, and down immediately he picks up a few.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive points.
Out wide left, it's Rodgers. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Got it behind the line. It's Edwards. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hits inside. It's Berry. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Got his man down the middle. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Nearly intercepted.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Durham. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. LSU quick to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down. They can still stop the clock.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. On first down, it's Durham again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Throwing, Matt. Going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Here comes the heat. Plows through the defense. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mack. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets away from 1, finds some space. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And this one will be a 57-yard attempt. He'll unleash it from the right hash. That is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Oregon, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
And it's the Ducks, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country.
They'll open this third quarter with a run. He's got the first down.
They now move to 9-0 on the season, one of the best starts in the history of the program.
How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Mack fires to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Wants to throw. It's Mack. Right side, it's Scott. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Again, it's Mack. Caught. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. To the back. They get stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That one will give them the lead. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game and now up to 8 on the season. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Incomplete. That one battered away at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To throw, it's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. All the way back to the 15. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Tide ready to roll on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Might as well run him again. And he's brought down after a short gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Works his way forward, has enough for the 1st down. Ball spotted at the 32.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
They're working that left side. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Austin Mack finds his target. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll take it himself. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
The handoff. Lowers those pads. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Straight ahead, it's Berry. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. LSU right back to the line. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Moving the pocket, it's Levitt. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. Power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback changing the play. Got to make the play on 4th. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Keep it on the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
it's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Now here's Mack. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Fires to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the 1st down. They'll try to snap it quickly. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Left side is Harris. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Sets his feet. It's Levin. They're all over him. And the timing just a hair off.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit?
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. The give as they work on that clock. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The 50. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. The give on the counter.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. On the run, it's Hill. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short and it's 4th down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
They give it back to him. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense finally gets a stop there, but a big reason why they've got the lead right now is because of this dude toting the rock. And, David, it just seems like he's been getting better as the game's gone on.
Yeah, and the defense all night, no answers. I mean, he's shown you a little bit of everything, whether it's inside, whether it's outside, whether it's outrunning people or breaking tackles. This guy's been a game record.
The give to the left side. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Durham. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Moves the pocket. It's Levitt. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field for a big guy. Very, very unique.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Wilson. Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. LSU quick to the line. He's changing the play. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Smashes through the tackle. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.